2v8 is back! What's up, YouTube? It's the Alaskan Nightmare back with another video. And what are we celebrating today? It's the return of the 2v8 game mode. From May 15th, May 29th, you're going to be able to play 2v8, and we got a couple of new arrivals. Thanks to Behavior, Ghostface, and the Oni are available to play. Not only that, big rewards coming. We got a Ghostface charm. Looking forward to that. Ghostface banner and a Ghostface profile picture. So you know me, I like to put on the profile swagger for the characters that I'm playing. So that'll be really fun when I'm playing Ghostface. But fret not, we also got a delicious new costume. It is called Ghostface Nevermore. And he's got that oh so sweet beak. Some lighter tassels than a couple of the other costumes. I like that a lot. And the knife is pretty dope. It's blue. He's got a cool bling kind of necklace thing. I don't know if you can see it with my camera, but he's got a little necklace bling. You'll see it early. You'll see it later. We're going to play him. But then most importantly, something you don't really pick up here. Claws. Actual claws. I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to check out Ghostface in 2v8. We're going to check out Oni in 2v8. And then we're going to check out for the day because I don't have all day to play DBD. I mean, I'm not even streaming today. What am I doing? What's up, YouTube? Alaskan Nightmare here on Eddie. Hopefully we'll be the Survivor's Nightmare. So Oni has been modified for 2v8. He has some base kit stuff. They increased the movement speed of Demon Dash by 15%. They decreased that Demon Dash activation time by 10%. Increased the power gauge filling by 15%. Increased the range which you can collect blood orbs by 12 meters. And increased the turning speed of the Oni's dash by 20%. So kind of similar to the way that they did Ghostface in that they gave like percentages of the... Oh, they're not gonna know. They know now. Oh, I wanted to pull her off. All right. Get a quick kick on that. We got a whole bunch of people around Shaq. Wish I had comms with this dude. So our boy Derping Cows in the pregame was very chatty, which I appreciated a lot. All right, I think I'm gonna let him get Jen and Shaq just to send this guy. I think early pressure is probably more important. But anyways, this is gonna be interesting because I have not played Oni since his last rework, which means I have no idea what that turn rate looks like. I still got it. I still got it, YouTube. Okay. I know that guy's around here somewhere. I'm just gonna send this and I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray to the entity. Beautiful. Okay, wish.com swing doesn't happen. Probably not gonna keep chasing that. As Shaq Jen is a pumping and dumping. Get rid of this pallet, they'll probably rebuild it. Alright, cool. That's a fast break. We are using the brute loadout. A little quicker breaks. Oh. One time, maybe? Okay. That's not my fault, YouTube. All right? That's not my fault. Okay, it's my fault a little bit. I'll be honest. This one seems to be something of a juicer, so I don't think we'll go too hard on that. I am an eyelash from having my power. We're going to go ahead and pick it up over here. And we're on the move. I think I catch somebody rotating this way, potentially. Okay. Oh my goodness, that turn rate is so fast. All right, we're okay. Beautifully done, Doug. Beautifully done. All right, that's 2 for Jay. That's a 2 for Jay. Cooking just a little bit. Cooking just a little bit. Oh, there she is. Okay, they finished that one, so... W. Okay, get a quick kick here. And back on the hunt. That's an injured survivor heading towards main. No undetectable, so they're gonna hear me coming. Beautiful. Is this a window? It's not. This is gonna be a hit. All right. Excellent. Should be able to get my power back here very shortly. But not before I send Cheryl, the great hereafter. Beautiful. So I can only assume that my teammate is some sort of gaming god. because we have a tremendous amount of pressure, and I don't feel like I'm performing super exceptionally. So, shout out to Derping Cows on that hard carry job. I see we've got some... Oh my goodness, she got a freight train! She had no idea. All right, Aura's on the other side of the map. Somebody just got unhooked, I would assume. Power's sticking around for a long time. Somebody there. Can't be far, though. Okay, we are still... Okay, that wasn't my fault either. Where are you gonna go? Alright, power's gone. That's okay. Servers are feeling a little sketchy. I'm gonna point that out. I think I've heard of some bugs, but what would Dead by Daylight be without a couple of little bugs? Okay, that's the second stage on Old Nam. Scratch marks right here. I think this guy dies. If I recall correctly, I've hooked him twice. So I'm gonna go and chase. At the fast break. He still gets this blind. He's better. He went right. All right, we're out of here. We gotta chase somebody else. I'm not gonna get baited into this. Not again. Too many times I've ego chased in 2v8. Okay. This gen is pumping a little bit. Give it a little kickaroo. Right here. This is beautiful. So close to my power. There's two in that corner. Probably headed towards that gen. We're gonna give it a look. I see one going left to right. I heard somebody injured to my right, but I'm gonna go look at this one. All right, that's a big one because that's a kill. Unfortunately, I have to send her as it's a kill and gens are down to 3. I don't like sending her there because I lose my power. I do think Oni would work much better in a group with comms, so you could tell people where you had people slugged. So if you're planning on playing 2v8, definitely recommend comms, because you do give up your power when you send somebody to the cage, and that is tough. All right. That's only a second stage. I'm gonna try my best. Really would help us a lot to find Hanatu right now, as he is dead on cage. Sadly, again, I have to give up my power to send this, but I do think it's important that we get pressure on. We're back in chase already. That was a hit behind me. I'm gonna go try and help out. Oh, huge. Huge. Huge! The two of us really lined up right now. That's without comps, people. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful juke on Cheryl. I'm gonna push her around this way. Hopefully he's covering that. It doesn't look like he is. He might have just bailed. Might have just bailed, but it's okay, because my wild swing is true. All right, send it. Yeah, we got the pressure now. I think this is a good... I think this is the win, team. I do think this is a win. Oh! You love to see that. It was a beautiful grab and slam. Derping Cows with the assist. Yeah, Oni feels really strong in 2v8. I'm gonna argue he might be the most powerful killer. That could have been a hit. I'm just bad at the killer, so. I do think she's under a lot of pressure now, though. I can go after Nia, as she is probably not going to have anti-tunnel anymore. Oh no, power ran out at about the worst time it could have. All right, Derping Cow is seeing what I'm seeing. He's not coming over here. This is unfortunate. He did get it down though, so I think we just keep walking this one. She will have to throw this pallet. Cow's coming. He's got her. Beautiful. Thank you, Cow. My goat. My king. All right, 2 survivors left. 2 generators left. We have power so we can go check gens. This is beautiful. All right, cake just got reset right here. We saw it. Beautiful. I'm saying beautiful a lot. It's because there's a lot of beautiful things. It's a beautiful game. Huge break there. She's gonna work that window. I do think I can get her. And I can. And just like that, I think she's out of the game as well. We got a little power to build up. I think we're in hatch mode now. Yeah, the hatch should be up. And skibbity pap. 1 left. Probably sitting on a hatch right now. Furiously teabagging by no DVD. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. Tasty little 7K. Beautiful. Huge shout out to my duo, Derping Cows. All right, little post-game bants with the GOAT Derping Cows. Thank you so much, Derping Cows. I needed this in my time of most desperate need. Let's go try out Ghostface. YouTube, the Alaskan Nightmare is back, and we are on Danny, my manny. Ghostface recently ended up unlocking a subathon goal, and I have to P100 this guy, so I'm prestige 30 as it stands, and I've been playing a lot, so hopefully I can make that work. I'm concerned that old Danny's power level might be a little lower than the Oni, but we're going to find out when we play the match. We've got El Gatito rocking the Legion as it stands. I'm assuming this gen and Shack is about to pop. That seems to be how they operate. I might be able to sneak up on this guy. He's bending. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ghostface doing Ghostface things with a prayer. Okay. Well, I stand by the decision. I stand by the decision, YouTube. Okay, so off to a pretty good start, though. Power's back up. I'm gonna check Shack Gen. I hear somebody in my... Oh my goodness. It's Sable Ward ×2. All right, hopefully Legion. Legion's doing a great job of keeping people injured. Okay, I'll just send this one. You go get the other one. Then I'll go get the one by Shack. All right. So far off to a great start. 1 gen's done. 2 people are hooked. 1 guy is slugged over by Shack. I'm going to come over here and see if we can't. There it is. There it is. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful early game pressure. That'll be 3 stages. 3 cage stages. And Legion is healing on the other side of the map. Beautiful. Quick kick here. Information. We're getting a little stock. Little stock on Yui. Yeah. I'm having a hard time tracking this one. Okay, I'm getting worked over by the smoke bomb. I'm gonna give it up. I've got her halfway stocked, so this is gonna be beautiful. Big pick here. All right. We are in motion. I do think that Ghostface and 2v8 might be helped out a lot by making drop sheath base kit. A little extra movement speed would be good, I think, because it does seem like with the pallet density, it can be really rough. We are going to get another stock here, though, it looks like. We're moving. All right, beautiful. And another down. So we're getting a lot of use out of Ghostface's power here. This is really good. And again, excellent pressure. Our, I don't know if our Legion is just keeping these guys off gens on the other side of the map, or maybe they're not as generator focused as the average 2v8 team, but this game seems to be going really, really well. I have played a couple Ghostface matches, and they were not good results. Not very good results. And I do think part of that comes down... Wow. Okay. She was apparently... She had endurance from being recently unhooked, but... All right. Anyways, I do think that with the pallet density, the maps being very large, there being so many people on the map that can break you out of your power, I do think that his power level just might be a little lower than... Okay, that's beautiful. Got her 99. That was the Legion that I just swung at. No one saw that. Yeah, so one thing that also harms him, I would say, is the fact that I can 99 stalk someone, and then if he gets hit by Legion, they get hit by Legion, they lose all their stock. So I know that when you play in the traditional 1v4 format with Ghostface, it's smart to... It's very smart to leave people stocked at 99. And that's sort of invalidated here in the 2v8 format. So, not going to say I'm not happy about them bringing Legion, bringing Ghostface into 2v8, because I do think he's one of the cooler killers in the game. But I think much like in 1v4, his power level is just a little lower than maybe some of the other killers on the roster. And when you have like the option to play Wesker, you have the option to play Oni, Curse and Blight, you know, characters with map mobility, it does feel like, you know, why am I on Danny when I could just be covering the map, you know? But maybe because of this dope new skin. And he's still got little tricks like that, you know? Force little 50-50 situations with the power. Beautiful flashlight attempt. Okay, I think we get her here. I cannot believe that didn't connect. But we still ball. Thankfully, the generators have been moving pretty slow. You get a little extra movement speed for using my power. I'm gonna try and use that to our advantage here. Oh, she just held that W key for the Lord. Luckily, we've kind of run her out of resources in this corner, and we are going to get the down. Beautiful. Hopefully nobody waiting nearby for a pallet stun, but with 5 gens left and a tremendous amount of cage states, I do think that this game is pretty winnable. So that's good. That's good. Loving the new skin. So they did make some changes to Ghostface in 2v8. He does have an increased charge rate of his power. Or sorry, charge rate of his Night Shroud power, which is 15% quicker. The stalking charge rate is 10% faster. Movement speed while in Night Shroud is active is up by 10%. And finally, the exposed status effect lasts 30 seconds shorter. So basically a couple of his better add-ons, Walleye's Matchbook and Philly, are added but 50%. And that's base kit. And because the stalked or the exposed duration is so long, but it actively does make sense to kind of make it a little shorter in 2v8. If you have somebody exposed for a full minute, you could just have people basically unable to do anything for a full minute. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here. She's gonna make the vault, I think. Well, she didn't vault, so turn. Nope. Legion's on their way, so we just get this one for free. Thank you, Legion. Yeah, it's little stuff like that just kind of grinds my gears a little bit. Like, I just got broken out of Night Shroud off the shoulder, and then it's like, okay, well, I gotta wait now forever for my power to come back. I just, you know, again, I would argue that while it's cool that you can play Ghostface in 2v8, I do think that you have other characters that do a lot more effective things for the 2v8 format. But all that being said, we still got the win, and Ghostface definitely gets them on the cool points. Very cool killer. The new skin is fantastic. I love the little crow on the hilt of the knife. Although it does sometimes trick me into thinking I'm getting broken out of Night Shroud. Okay, we'll be able to stock this one down any moment now. All right. Okay. Little Night Shroud value. And Sable takes a ride. Our hatches are up now. Got one over here. We got all 3 hatches, so a couple doors on this side of the map. All right, we got her in shack, so this is actually going to be the AK, it looks like. I rumba these riffs. Oh. Beautiful. Do we let the Legion have the Mori, or do we take the... He wants to give us the Ghostface Mori to cap off the video. Thank you so much, El Gatito. Doing a little victory dance. Again, I think moving forward in TV8, I'll probably be playing mostly Oni, because that was really fun. But Ghostface is a welcome addition. So thank you guys for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tell everybody Runningman is making Dead by Daylight content here on youtube.com/runningmandbd. All right, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.